This next poem is almost a love poem. It's called Fortune. I love slipping from the bed to the silence of the kitchen in the nearly dark of winter mornings, sitting at the table with a teacup in my hands, always the same one, an old chip opposite the handle, and watching skies. Rosy dapples fading over cowkins, or today's something and nothing of a lit edge beyond helks, but mostly greys, these slowly lifting shades of grey. You come in, flip the switch, floods of yellow light. I love this too. You're turning the page on the calendar and reading the day's poem aloud. Read it again, that bit about fortune and earthly things, and the talk after. I love them both. The silence and your voice reading, the yellow brightness and the greys out there thrown suddenly to purple. Then there is more tea and more talk, and the earthly things have assumed their daylight raiment. And though at times it still comes to mind, I have not used the word tomorrow. This next poem is about navigating in a smallish boat the old-fashioned way, with a handheld compass, paper and pencil, before GPS. The poem is called A Beautiful Art. A beautiful art, the triangle, drawn on damp paper over the imprint of old voyages spread across the rolling table. The pencil soft but finely pointed. A quiet clack of parallel rules. The marks on paper light, transient, erased by evening. And always a certain triumph, the triangle small, against the pull of current and the push of wind, in all those elements, those crests, that dark gust, in all this nothing, this sea, here, this hull, this moment, we are here. We are lurching on, and we can fix the next wave or the next. Handheld numbers spinning round to starboard, hovering, then swinging back to port, the gut plunging and the eyes almost closed, assessing a moving needle against a moving landmass. A beautiful art to draw on worn charts, and one you feel not far removed from Loki reading his raven's flight when he discovered Iceland, nor so different from how Sixen crews rowed back to land they couldn't see by set and pitch and send and smell, so that when you key in waypoints for the autopilot, the waves that engulf you come close to regret, and you wonder, as is the way when you're at sea, what if the waypoint for home were seasickness, were risk or skill or age? What if the waypoint for happiness, pain?